Hi, I'm Priyanka Evangeli, your internet speech language pathologist. As your child says lolly for lorry, then watch this video to how to teach your child the correct pronunciation or articulation for the R sound. Now, this teaching the R sound has two pillars, two P's. Before that, I'm going to tell you why this R sound is very difficult for children, because R is a very complex sound. Meaning that you don't just have to lift your tongue and produce it like a t or a d, but you have to lift your tongue up to your palate and you have to multiply touch it a few times in a fast manner to say r. So this is why it is difficult. And since children are very young and their oral structures as well as their skull is developing, this sound takes time to develop. It can develop from 5 to 7 years of age. So if your child has persistent difficulty with producing the R sound even after 7 years of age, then is when it is a big concern and you need to address it. Another misconception that I see is a lot of therapists and parents think that speech production requires strength, that you need tongue strength or you need jaw strength to produce the R sound. It is not like that. You can think of it as any other motor activity. Let's take physical activity. There is walking and then there is doing hurdles and other athletic activities. And in the same way, there is speaking and there is doing things like blowing a balloon or pushing something with your tongue. So what I'm trying to tell you is speaking does not require strength. Just the other day, I was speaking to my friend for 4 hours, but I did not feel like it was stressful or strenuous or it took so much effort. I'm sure you do this too. You speak a lot, but you don't feel like you put a lot of effort into moving your mouth. So speech does not require strength. You don't need strength to speak or move your tongue. It's a very simple, easy movement. What you really need more is you need control and coordination. So this is what takes time for babies and children to develop. And that's why we wait, or we can observe a child until 5 or 6 years of age for the sound to be produced correctly. Okay, so the two pillars. Let's come to the two pillars of the main element of therapy. One is placement and one is practice. So when you're teaching your child this R sound, first you've got to teach the placement. Is my child placing his tongue in the correct place? Now, if you saw the T and D video, you can use the same technique for placement because it's the same area. And if not, I just recap some of the tips. So first tip is to use a mirror. Use a handheld mirror if possible in front of your child, or both of you can sit in front of the mirror and also practice. The second tip is to ask your child to lift the tongue up. So you have to show your tongue on the mirror or directly to him and her and show, can you do this? Can you do lift? So can you lift your tongue? So there are two movements. So one is you have to spread your lips and lift your tongue. So you have to teach your child say, like that. So you show them that you need to spread your lips and that you need to lift your tongue. So first work on this. First understand or see if your child can understand lip spreading. So the term called lip spreading or the term of lift your tongue up. And are they aware of how the lips looks for them and how the tongue moves up and where is the placement? Because awareness always is important for speech production. So are they aware of how their lips and tongue moves? So once you have achieved placement, then you can move on to practice. Now in practice, there are 3 types of practice you need to do. First is the sound practice. Now you are going to associate the R sound to something like a roaring of a lion, or what does the pirate say, or how does the lorry go, or how does the truck go. So you can have these 3 cues depending on what your child likes, or if you can make up a new one also it works. So you can tell your child, what does the pirate say? Arr! What does the pirate say? Arr! So even if they don't get the R properly, it's okay, but at least the placement should be right and the sound has to initiate. Or you can say, what does a lion do? Roar, roar, roar. Like that you need to start. Just make sure that the placement is right and the sound precedes the placement. And the same way, how does the truck go? trrr. How does the duck go? Trrr. Even if they're not clearly saying trrr, it's okay if they even say trrr, trrr. That is also fine. Okay, so now you have mastered placement. You have taught your child the sound of it. Now every time your child asks you for something or you're feeding your child, just constantly elicit the sound. Can we say R before we start eating? Can we say R before we start watching TV? So just throughout the day, try to bring out that sound from your child as often as possible, and your child should be able to do it correctly. Now once you're here, you can move on to the word practice. So I told you there are 3 parts in practice. So there was sound practice, word practice. So now in word practice, what we're going to do is we're going to make a list of our words here. Use these words and you can just practice the words with correct R sound. And you can practice it 2 to 3 times a day. Repeat each word 3 to 4 times with your child, and also give them a reinforcement like a sticker or a smiley face or a star, or just keep putting a tick next to each word to show your child that you're saying the sound correctly and you've accomplished so many words. And the third part of the practice is to do sentence practice or conversation practice. Now you have listed a lot of words that begin with R. Now you can make sentences with this. Like let's say the first word is rabbit. So you can say the rabbit lives in the burrow. So you can just make a simple sentence like this, and even in this sentence the R occurs 2 times, like rabbit and burrow. So now you have to make your child say the R sound correctly in this whole sentence. So that will be the task. Like let's say the second word is road. So you can say the road is long and narrow, or the road is narrow, or the road is dark. Something like that, that involves another R sound. Just make a simple sentence and practice these sentences with your child. You also got to do the practice in whatever language your child is speaking. So if it doesn't have to be only English, it can be English and Telugu, English and Malayalam, all of those words in all the languages you need to include and practice. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. If you have any more doubts, please feel free to comment it to me, or if you don't want to do it on a public platform, you can also send it to me, send your doubts to me as messages on WhatsApp. See you in the next video. Bye.